everybody, welcome back to another episode of Contemporary Cardboard. I am Nick, and today we have an unboxing video for Lost Ruins of Arnak Expedition Leaders from CGE. Let's see what comes inside. Alrighty, let's take a look at what we got in here. I've been waiting for this one to come in either online, available online, or at my local board game store, and Board Game Store won. So, yay to FLGSs, right? So, again, Lost Ruins of Arnak. This is the expansion, and you obviously need the base game. It's a lot bigger box than I thought it would be online from seeing photos online. The first thing we have here is a single gray worker in a kind of a large bag for for what is a single worker. This should be, and I'm very positive it is, the meeple for one of the asymmetrical starting leaders. This is for the captain. He has an extra worker, essentially. So it could be any player color can have. That's why he's gray. So I guess in the future we won't see a gray player color. The next we have a little ad. They really love pushing their code names. They definitely should. It's a great game, great family game. We've got for Galaxy Trucker, then Trap Words. I haven't played Trap Words. I do like Letter Jam. That was a fun one. And I don't know about the other Picture Mania. But this goes over there. We've got a stack of cards. We'll look at that towards the end. Looks like probably 52 cards, I would imagine. That's what it feels like, at least. We've got a decent-sized rule book. Feels hefty. Feels like the same quality as the base game. We definitely have everything explained out there. Remember the base game being a very solid rulebook, so I have no concerns about this one explanation-wise. It looks more daunting than it is. And again, I feel like that's what it was for the base game as well. Oh, that's probably the captain right there. A lot of beautiful art in the rulebook and across the whole game. We've got new icons used for the expansion. I do like this on the back of the rulebook. It's kind of a cheat sheet, just kind of like what you need to know for the expansion stuff, all the new stuff. I like that. Don't forget, if you ever run out of fear cards, you can just use the tiles instead. Yeah, from the base game. We have a red Moonstaff variant in the back there, and then just explaining new cards and stuff like that. So I'm sure there's a PDF online. There will be one shortly if you want to deep dive the rule book. Let's see here. We've got new cheat sheets. We got a couple of them here. We've got, they're for, for each of the individual player, asymmetrical starting characters. There we go, the professor. So it has unique setup on one side, it looks like. And on the back, new icons and concepts. That is the same for everybody on the back. So the backs of all these cheat sheets are the same, so it's just the unique setup and description for each of the new leaders. So we have the professor. And again, this is probably all in the rulebook as well on the PDF. We have the explorer. And pause the video there if you want to read anything specific. Hopefully it is legible for you. This is I'm going to take a peek myself, the falconer. There we go. Next, I'm going to show you the captain. That's the one I just remember from my exploring earlier. And then the Baroness. There we go, not too bad, just a couple blurbs there per person. And then the Mystic. If I remember right, he likes not likes fear cards, but like if you like to manipulate, kind of push your luck with fear cards, he has a mechanism that like benefits from fear cards, if I remember right. And then next we have cardboard. So we've got, oh yeah, because they're hinged here, right? Yeah, so this is already kind of popped out, but we've got a player board here that looks to be which one is this one here? I believe this is the Mystic. Yes. So you got his art. You got your I want to say I want to say freelancers, but I know that's not the word. Like your interns. I can't remember this. That might be the name. And then you have your places where you can put your idols, and then your draw and discard pile here, and then your conversion. I think this is what he can do. He can when you have a certain number, I believe, like you discard a certain number of fear cards, you get bonuses if I remember right. And then here, whenever you cover up a idol, you get to get one of these benefits. And then what if you see these are new down here and they're in blue, and these are blue up here. So you can cover up these guys here, and you get the any one benefit that is with the tan background. If you cover up one of the blue areas, you can get one of the tans, or you can get one of the blues. It's not one of it's not one blue and one tan. It's just it increases your not your chances ability, but your options. You get 2 more options to choose from. You still only get 1 benefit when you cover up 1 idle space. It looks like there's something else to do with figure cards as well. I don't super recall, but the back art is really cool. It has all the leaders there. Mystic is in the center. It makes me wonder, is this going to be different art on the background for each person? So, because again, Mystic's in the center in the back of his own player board. So we'll set that aside. We've got, so this is where his player board used to be. We've got some punch tokens here. We've got blue tents. And then green tents. And then red and yellow. And then we've got, I believe this is for the Falconer. There's a track on her board. And then these right here, I believe, because on the back is the Explorer. So this is like she gets her little bonuses, it looks like. I can't remember exactly what, like she get, I believe that's like use a space that's already occupied. This looks like gain a compass token. And imagine this is gain money or something along those effects, right? And then if I believe this is a falcon track that kind of goes up. The farther along this guy goes on the track, the more benefits the Falconer gets. And then that's fully punched out there. Let's do that so I don't have to worry about that. And next thing that we have here is the overlay that goes on the main big board. So this is like the research track, or the learning track there. It's been a little bit since I played. I apologize, I don't know the exact terminology, but this covers up the board that the big board. So it might slide around a little bit, but I don't think it'd be that big of a deal because it's so large. It probably won't slide around that much. This is also double-sided, just like the board itself. So I should kind of show you the art there. And then this is cool, kind of like a Godzilla-looking guy here. This is like a, look, let me do that so it doesn't glare on you. That's really cool. And if I remember right, so when you ever you put your book and your hourglass right on the bottom of the track, and then you work your way up, and every time you spend these benefits to move in there, and then when you move from this space to this space, you gain these rewards. At the end of the game, if your book is on this level, you get 0, but if you get the magnifying glass, it gets, you get more. You can actually get points. At the end of the game, this is what you get based off where your tokens reside. And remember, your book has to be behind your magnifying glass. You research and then you write it down. Right? You researched, right? To thematically remember it. So you're kind of going up here. You kind of pick your path, and you come up here, and then you just gain a guardian tile by going there. It's pretty cool. And let's see what this other stuff here is. This more kind of I remember there's tokens that go over here that are randomized, right? Every game, and the farther you get up, the more points you get at the end game. So you gain a fear though, right? Is that a fear? You gain 2 fear cards there. So you want to make sure you get above the fear, and then first person, gets the most points here, and they can continue doing research at the track there. That's the one side. Again, it's a different path, and then here, which looks pretty cool. So it's a very similar path. It's just a different path, but when we get up to here, the magnifying glass has to go up this side of the track, and the book has to go up this side. So normally you can, again, long as your book is always behind your magnifying glass, it doesn't matter what path you take on the main board and on the back of this board, but on this one, you have to split. Here is I believe it's an item card or an artifact card. I think it's an artifact card that is worth 3 that you just gain. You don't gain the card, I'm sorry, you gain the text on it when you move into there. I believe it's just the first person, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll show you the rest of all the cost and benefits that you get for moving on up the track there. And again, very similar. We got first come first serve on these guys, and then same with here from the base game. These tiles. The more you spend a combination of, you just spend just these 3, the 2 tomes and the two we just call them Flintstone tablets, and a coin, and you get just this guy here. But if you spend these and a red ruby, you gain the combination. You don't get both of these, you gain this guy here, which is worth more. If you spend all 3, you get the best one up top. That's a kind of more base game rules. So I'll stop rambling about that board. I'm sure you saw enough of that. Let's see what we have next here. We have a player board. This, I believe, is the Falconer. So I mentioned here's her Falcon track, and I keep trying to remember, if I remember right, how the Falcon goes up the track. But the farther along, the better the rewards are. You can see. So nothing on the first spot. Second one, you get a immediate coin, a tablet, and movement. So stuff like that, right? I believe this. So I think this tells you how you get it. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. You can see her benefits are different when it comes to the idols. There's one less blue one, I believe, than the Mystic, and she only has 1 extra option when she covers up the blue. And this is a physically not as wide board as well, because I think the Mystic guy had space over here for fear cards, to keep track of fear cards. Normally I don't really have to keep track of them. But that is the back, or as the front of the Falconer, and the art is the same, which makes sense, because that's expensive to have a big mural like that change every time. But I think that would be pretty cool, though, but obviously pretty expensive from a price point of making games, which I don't know how many people think about, right? How many people think about the cost of creating art, pricing it, spending it. We've got a level 1 Guardian there, just a new Guardian. Or doesn't look like it's actual Guardian itself. It's like a former Guardian there, but that's definitely. Or no, this is not. I take that back. That's not a Guardian. This is a location, a level 1 location. I'm sorry. And then we have another one here. Just gets shuffled in with all the others. That's pretty cool. I just like having more stuff. Here's our assistants, I want to say, not freelancers or interns. I want to say these are just assistants. There we go. There's their silver sides. And remember the bottom there. Let's kind of do maybe this here. Whoop, dropped them. The bottom tells you what their upgraded gold sides are. So that's their silver sides. And at the bottom tells you what their bonuses are on the other side. So I'm not going to flip them over. They just have gold backgrounds. Trying to expedite a little bit here. We got one more Laura Croft, Indiana Jones looking assistant there. She looks pretty cool. I don't know what this is for, but it's a satchel, suitcase, laptop bag. Not a laptop, obviously. The setting is different. We have a red staff, which thematically, thematically it kills more cards, I believe. It when it moves along the track, it instead of removing one card on either side, it removes 2 cards on either side. Even though I think that little icon still only says 1, but I mentioned the red staff variant in the back of the rulebook. That's just and you can play that with you don't have to get the expansion of that. I guess people were house ruling that in the base game before this even came out, just to help you see more cards, right, during the game. Imagine that's an issue, especially with lower player counts. And we have we have tokens here with all the asymmetrical characters. Not 100% sure what they do in the game. Next, we've got. Whoop! Here are some guardians. So that's what you get when you. That's the cost you spend. That's what you get. Up top there, you immediately get 1 boot, or it looks like you maybe turn 1 boot into 2 flight. That's pretty cool, because it's a flying wasp stinger guy, and he's worth 5 at the end. I believe they're all worth 5, right? I think so. I might sneeze here in a second. I apologize in advance. Here we have a level 2 space to explore. Pretty nice. That's the benefits you get at the bottom there when you explore it. There we go. Another level 2. Love the art on these, man. It's so cool. Let me know in the comments below, because again, here's a level 1. Because everyone compares this game to Dune Imperium, because they both came out around the same time. They're both deck building and they're both worker placement. Which one do you like better? Is it more theme for you, or is it more mechanics that makes you like one versus the other? Let me know below. I admit I played Dune first before I saw the new movie, and the movie makes me want to play, and I think I would appreciate the new game more now that I've seen the movie. Tried to read the book, and that's just I think I'm past that. That's a hard book to grok. There we have another Guardian here, and let's just kind of speed this up a little bit. This video is already long as it is, but I just love showing off all this art. We have one more Guardian, and then one more level 1 location there. Very cool. Then I'll just show these 4 idols. Again, these they go out on location, different locations, and they get flipped up, or if the level 2s, one's face up, one's face down, so you kind of know what you're getting. And they're worth VPs at the end. Boop, 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 boop. That's all punched. There we go. And I think what's left is just going to be player boards. Boop. I won't show the back of this one because it is the same as the Falconer, but this looks like the Professor. So he's got 2 blue icon spots, but only 1 extra spot to do anything with. And there is, so that's his briefcase. So if I can try and remember what, so he's got during different phases as the game goes on, as the moon goes on. So that's round 1, 2, 3, you get different benefits. It looks like, right? That you can use your power on. Okay, so that is that. Look at this. This is all just player boards. So all this spruce, is that what it's called? That's all just gone. That's done for me. Let's get out of the way. There we go. So yeah, all that's left is player boards. So we'll just kind of go over here. So here's the Explorer. So those remember those 3 icons we saw earlier? That's where they go next to her assistants. And during the game, during each round, she gets something different as well, it looks like. I don't recall the other ones doing that. Maybe, I'm not sure, but she has 1 additional option there. It looks like she loses a worker, but she gains those abilities, it looks like, and I imagine they refresh each round. Again, kind of going off of memory. Here is El Capitan. So over here, see, he gets plus 1 worker, and it goes here. And I believe that's basically it, which is pretty good, because I'm always like, oh, I need another worker, I want to do another thing. That's what I love about this game. I think I prefer Arnak to to do an Imperium personally. So she just gets a lot of money each round. So I guess if I remember right, so everyone seems to get extra stuff each round. So Baroness, she just gets money because her superpower is money. She's Iron Man, or Batman in the Arnak universe. So that is it. That's everything, except for the deck of cards. I almost forgot about these. I have to admit. Not gonna lie, because I was just like, wait a minute. As soon as I said that's everything, I was like, that's not quite it. I remember I was supposed to save these for last. And then the next 20 minutes is going to be spent opening this without damaging the cards. I know these are, there's a little tabby right here. That's supposed to help. I just go, whoop, there we go. Got it. Slightly less than 20 minutes, but just barely. That's about how long this video is. It's at 20 minutes already, so... let's see. So we've got like this. Oh, so here the Captain's specialty card. So everyone starts with get some extra unique starting cards. So here's 4 of them. So I guess they all get replaced. I can't remember how many we start with. I guess we just start with 4, and maybe it was at 1 or 2 fear, I believe. So that's like a basic starting card, but again, just has his icon on it. So you can get one or the other there. These are definitely different than the base game. So this is, I'm not sure. The number of workers you have, the more you choose how many workers you have out when played depends on what you can use that card for. Straight up guessing. Then we have Hidden Fear. If this card is exiled, gain a fear and a navigation or compass token. And again, they always can use their benefit up in the right-hand corner there. Next, we have the Baroness. There we go. Money, please. This gets you... Oh, she's got... oh, yeah, she's got a card, an extra card here. That's like a supply drop, special delivery. Play this effect when you buy an item and put it directly into your hand. So she gets airdrop stuff. And this is the back of the card. So this is the back of all the cards, right? This one stands out. So like it's coming, which is pretty cool. Again, money is a superpower for sure. So again, so the more items I guess you have, the better this one gets. Again, kind of straight up guessing. Here's another similar, so everyone seems to have an either or card, it looks like. And then connections, immediately get a buck, and if you may exile the far left item from the card row and refill it. So it just kind of lets you mix that up there. And accidentally grabbed a card for the Explorer. So this was like a card that like comes to the side and lets you use an item. Where'd it go? There's that one. She doesn't have an orc card, does she? She does not. And then she has a standard money, and then another card that lets you use one of her ability tokens, which is pretty cool. Looking forward to trying that one out. Looking forward to trying them all out. Which one are you guys looking forward to the most? Which character? Let's see. Straight up money for the Falconer. There we go. There's one there. Looking at either or no, sorry. Here's the either or card. So it looks like either immediately gain a navigation compass or increase your. I imagine that's increase the Falcon on your player board. And again, the farther along, the more benefits you get there. And imagine here, the more guardians you have, the better abilities you get there. Or the more items you would get there. And the next we have is the Professor. So we got straight up money. The more artifacts you have, the better stuff you get. We got an either or. And then a unique ability there based off of artifacts. I know, again, I apologize, this video is already super long. And then So yeah, exiling fear or exiling cards in general. This is kind of the mystic is like card manipulation. So like exiling all he can exile all his starter cards, which is pretty cool because they're straight up burn because they all have fire at the bottom. They can straight up burn them away and into the mystic and do crazy stuff. If they become weak, and starter cards tend to be weak, you don't want to keep drawing them. He can get rid of his starter cards that he doesn't want anymore, and just get straight to the good stuff. And then here I'll try and just do 3 at a time here. Item cards, just more stuff to explore. There we go. Again, maybe kind of rapid fire these, just kind of pause them if you want to take a look in more detail. Hopefully they're in focus and my finger's not covering up anything. But these are item cards that you get shipped from the mainland. They go to the bottom of your deck because they have to be shipped, which I think is just a really cool mechanic, like function and like thematic, or theme meets function. That's the word, or mechanic. That's the word I'm working for. Connection I'm trying to make there. Because it takes a while to come from the mainland. You're ordering it, an item. Oh, and then we got a couple more here. You can get a cat as an item. Mail me a cat, would you? There we go. And here we go, the last 2. Airship, that's pretty sick. This gives you to explore and lets you fly. And then the last cards here are all artifacts. So again, these go to the top of your deck when you buy it. So you get the text right away, right? And then if you want to use, when you draw it, in order to use it, you have to spend a tablet to use these folks, and they give you VP. So did the here, this purple icon's VP. So this is just again kind of rapid fire again, just so everybody can see. Pause the video or do super slow-mo. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see going forward. You like more unboxings, if you like component upgrades, because that's kind of what I like. I always like to upgrade my stuff. Again, thank you for watching, and take care, stay safe.